What about
but
foot
I
massage?
notice if a woman has nice feet. Like you can notice when they keep like they have
Putting her feet all over your face while you boning.
When they have pedicures and shit, like in
yes,
heels and shit, you notice
you know
that.
what's up. My man.
I can't even say that has ever happened.
Get a little toe in your mouth. It's all right.
Everyone, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the podcast. Remember, if your friends and family, if you think they would enjoy our show as much as you do, please have them rate, review, subscribe to the podcast on whatever app they prefer. You can review on Apple Podcasts. And remember, if you submit a review and it's a good review, then we will possibly put that on a shirt and send it to you. Also, we're on YouTube. So hit that like button, ring that bell. Have your friends and family subscribe to that too, if that's what they prefer. And if you want to support us on the street and stay drippy with Drippy, go to insensitivemerch.com and cop you some gear. Other than that, here we go.
Here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
Everyone, welcome to episode 111 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you should know me.
What's up, what?
You should know my guy over here.
And that fool blazer, Ramon.
You should definitely know my guy on the other end. Because we are...
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
Make sure you check it out, homie. This should be the ovation that we get everywhere that we go. What's good, fellas?
Shit.
The hell is good?
Chilling.
What up?
What it do?
Chilling.
I know. It's one of those days, bro. Tuesdays is it's a wild day. It's right after
it's right after Monday. You're not at Wednesday yet. It's a really shitty day, and it was like gray and rainy out and windy and shit today. So it was extra shitty.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, we record these on Tuesdays, drop them on Thursdays. That is just our regular schedule. So but nah, today's an exciting day. I don't know. I'm feeling hype. I'm feeling good.
Tomorrow's 420.
Tomorrow is 4
blaze that shit.
You got some shit on you? You got some shit on you? We about to get high right now?
I do, yeah. You want to get high right now?
Nah, not really.
Oh, shit. He didn't think I had nothing on me. I got a motherfucking THC torch, bitch.
Nah. I believed you did. I just wanted to drop that on you.
I'm about to rip it right quick now.
Nah,
you
you
reminded
can rip
me.
it
I
as much
forgot
as
it.
you fucking want.
Don't call the cops.
The only reason why I don't rip it is because then we're gonna somebody else will have to host this show because I'm gonna be halfway dead, bro.
We've already said that, me and Johnny, we need you to host the show. That's not what we do. So
just know that if something happens to me, the show will
die with Walk. If Walk ever goes, there goes Insensitive. They're both getting buried at the same time. They're dying.
That is so upsetting.
No, me and John, we would start something else, but it wouldn't be Insensitive Culture. We couldn't be Insensitive Culture without you, dog.
Oh man. Let's not talk about me dying. Let's not talk about me dying. This existential.
I know we need
crisis.
you. Don't.
I'm not.
You're
not
getting
going
into my
any fucking
headspace
way.
now. That's how I'd be doing it.
Nah,
Don't.
you fucking.
You're good. You're good. You got a long life ahead of you, my friend. Me, on the other hand, I don't know.
Oh, bro, I'd love to tell you that the show won't go on without you, but unfortunately,
it has to. It has to. Just don't replace me with Rocco, and you have my blessing.
Nah, Omar.
Yes.
Ooh. That's disrespectful. So y'all both getting haunted, son. You know that, right? You bring Omar in this bitch, y'all ain't gonna sleep again for a long time.
Man, you're way funnier than that dude Dave we used to have on the show.
Yeah. I would literally I'd be rolling in my grave. So the disrespect, I think I have to leave. I'm so disrespected right now. Disgusting.
Oh man, it would be yeah. We're not going anywhere. No one is going anywhere
dying.
anytime
No one's
soon.
going to be, we're good.
We're all still fairly young.
And healthy.
Still fairly young. Anyway.
Fairly.
Fairly.
Grays on my face ain't speaking that. But
yeah, that's why I keep it close. And these gray, that's not good.
Yeah,
it's not
you're
looking
growing
good.
Losing the young demographic over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're growing your shit out.
Nope.
Shit is crazy.
Happens.
All that gray is just really showing now.
Popping. That's my George Clooney phase. You know that.
Oh
Salt and
man, I'm
pepper.
happy. I just have like a couple sprinkled around. Like it's not really noticeable
just wait.
from afar. I'm gonna embrace it, bro.
Good. That's
I
what.
embrace
That's
the gray.
what you should.
I'm not.
You should.
I would feel so whack just like painting my shit and then having to keep that shit up. And
That's
when
a
you
lot
don't
of
keep it
upkeep,
up,
bro. That's a lot.
when you
of
don't
upkeep.
keep it up, you get the grays on the bottom. Oh, that's so fucking whack looking.
The roots come in. Yeah. It's like shaving your chest. You have to commit to that. Like you have
Right.
to keep fucking coloring that bitch.
Because
or else people are gonna be like, "Yo, are you sick or something? What's
The
wrong
day
with you?"
that you feel like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore, you either have to shave that shit or you have to just let that shit grow out. Shit is so fucking whack.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Yeah, fuck all that. Anyway, Dave, what questions do you have for us today?
All right, first question we got here. If you had to pick one person to be the ambassador for Earth to meet aliens,
Oh, fuck.
who would you pick? So someone that's going to represent, I don't know, whatever your values are, your morals, who do you think would be in?
The ambassador for Earth to meet aliens.
Yes.
Fuck. I don't
For the human race.
think I really trust anybody to be an ambassador for the human fucking race. Jeez.
I mean, it could happen someday. Who are we going to send out there? Biden?
Now we'll send out Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan?
Let's send out Joe Rogan. He'll probably just like get.
I mean,
Get high
that's
with-
not a bad idea. He does good interviews and shit, dude. Like I've heard there's worse ideas than Joe Rogan for sure.
For sure. Just have him go out there and just be like, listen, man, I like these people. I don't really represent them, but I want to get high with you. So we're
Yeah.
good.
He would be super neutral. Like he would probably talk shit about
Yeah.
us, like the humans, and then still like curry favor. Yeah, he would be. That would be. I could see him sort of bitching out like that and just sort of throwing us under
I'll
the
stick
bus.
with that
yeah.
answer. I'd
That's
say
a good
fuck
one.
it, Joe Rogan. Like have him talk to the alien. He wants to talk to the aliens. Definitely not Alex Jones. I know that.
Ooh, no. Broke ass Alex Jones.
No. I'll tell you one thing. Turn around because this planet is full of shit.
I hear that, dude. I don't know where. I've been hearing like a sound clip from, I think like, I don't know if it's been on TikTok or on Instagram, but like the videos I've seen, like they use that audio over like just really funny videos, dude. Like him just freaking out about something. I don't know what it is, but like
He freaks out about every
and
fucking
it's
thing.
so intense too, dude. It's
Yo, so the only time I've ever listened to anything with Alex Jones is Joe Rogan talking to him. And that's the one thing I do like about Joe Rogan is he will tell him like, yo, all right, hold on. We're still talking about the last thing you brought up. You need to stop. You need to like slow down. Let's go back to the first thing that we were talking about real quick. You're jumping around again. Like the entire episode is just you're jumping around again. Hold on. Let's, so because that's just how he is. And not for nothing, but Alex Jones reminds me of my dad.
I mean,
Like,
I didn't think it was
as far
that,
as, like,
that
the-
wild, but yeah, like
The
ant thing.
scatterbrain of it all, like when my dad gets on a tangent, like you guys think I'm bad if I'm on a tangent, have a conversation with my dad. That conversation will jump from subject to subject to subject, and it's very Alex Jones. None of it really connects,
I could
but
see
it
that,
connects to something else that you know what I mean? That's
Yep.
convoluted, and then you're just like, wait, where the fuck how did we end up here from the beginning of this conversation?
We're overdue for another call with him.
We
by the
are.
way.
Oh my god, he would just. So
Very overdue.
my bad. I'll let y'all answer that. But the funniest thing that from in that episode was super early. Like that was like episode 5,
That
right?
was it was early-ish. I don't know.
It was like
I don't know if it was
5.
that.
Oh,
Was it
that
that
early,
early?
but-
That
No,
seems really
I could
early.
like
I could look it
15.
up. But
Yeah,
was-
that seems more.
okay,
like
maybe. I want to say it was definitely that early, but from what my brothers told me, apparently he listened to just his part over and over again.
Oh man, that's actually how
believe
I
it.
listen to the podcast as well. I just listen. It's just me talking. I cut everyone else out.
Oh man,
Dave's trained an AI to just mute out all the parts that are not his voice. He just listens.
It's just
to
me talking for like
the
it's a good
Dave
45
version.
minutes. 45 minutes.
it was just so hilarious to me.
Dave asks us to send him the Dave track.
Can you send me just my audio layer, please?
Just your one audio track.
I really need to crank one out. I need to hear myself every week to finish.
Oh man. All right. So who would you pick?
So I jokingly said Biden, and obviously I wouldn't want Biden to go out and meet the aliens.
Okay.
And I started going back in presidents, and I feel like Obama would be.
He's
Articulate, and for the most part, I agree with most of his shit. Like, I feel like he would be a good mediator. I mean, obviously there'd probably be like a language thing that they would have to get over, but if that wasn't an issue, like I think Obama and Rogan would both.
Sure.
But the Rogan one, I wish I thought of that. That was really good, dude. I'm still pissed that I didn't think of Rogan, but like I feel like Obama would be a good level-headed. Like I thought about sending out like a comedian. I was like, oh, maybe Chappelle should go meet these aliens and really just fuck with them a little bit. But I wouldn't want that, I think.
Well, Obama would have that demeanor where he would talk to people in this fashion. And people receive that shit very well.
For sure.
And I would want someone very
translators
calm to talk to aliens.
You wouldn't want
Because
Robin
we don't know
Williams
what
out
the
there.
fuck, we don't know what the fuck their intentions are and shit like that. So episode 10, by the way, is when my dad.
Okay,
was
so
on.
right in the middle.
wow.
You said
So-
5 and Johnny said 15. That's funny.
So we've gone through more than 100 episodes.
That's a lot
without
earlier than
talking
I
to
thought.
him.
Jesus.
So I'd say we're definitely overdue.
Did not feel that long ago, but
Legend has it he's still listening to
My
his
bad,
part
Waggle.
over and
I'm
over.
sure. He's like, I'm published somewhere. And I
yeah.
love it.
Multiple places, actually.
Multiple places, yeah. Who would you pick, Johnny? I can't wait for this answer.
It's going to be reasonable.
He would-
And
I know. I expect Johnny to be like, "Yo, definitely not Joe Rogan."
Nah, actually, that was not a bad idea. When you break it down, kind of the way that you did, it makes sense. I mean, he's my issues with Joe Rogan are not about his interviewing style.
sure.
So I mean, I guess any good interviewer would probably be good. I mean, if you're being logical about it, I there's so like I think like you said, there's so few people that I think would be an actual good person for this. That I really don't know. So I'm gonna say like I don't know, fucking send Pete Davidson. Like
Pete Davidson. Yo, he'd be fucking the aliens by like
exactly.
an hour into
He'll
it.
be
They'd be like, yo,
smashing.
don't know what it
He'll
is about this
somehow he'll get him on his good side, and it'll work out for the human race, and we won't get fucked.
that's not a bad idea.
He'll get
Not a
fucked.
bad idea.
I like the interviewer thing though. You said any good interviewer. I was thinking like Stephen
Yeah,
Colbert.
really.
Stephen Colbert is a great interviewer.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be a good ambassador. I'm still gonna stick with Obama, but honorable mention for Colbert.
Send Pete Davidson and those BBL fucking dogs. And, offer them up.
Fuck yeah.
These are the finest ladies that we
These are
have
the
on
finest ladies. Choose. You get Pete Davidson or the BBL dogs.
Oh man.
Second question. You ready?
All right. What's the next question?
Next question. All right. Something like non-sexual about a woman that turns you on. Because we talk about booties and shit all the time.
Yeah.
There's got to be other stuff.
Something.
Are we conscious of it? Is that
non-sexual.
something that you think of, or do we just see sexual stuff and we're like,
I
sexual
mean,
stuff?
it's so cliche, but I love like confidence, right? Because sometimes you like there's something about like, and not just like a confidence, like I can conquer the world kind of thing. It's
Right.
just like a confidence within
Can-do
themselves.
attitude.
Yeah, or I think it's more of like a confidence within themselves. Like even if like let's say, and you know whatever the rating scale is, but like even if let's say she's like a 5, like something like something mid, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where if she came through with like some confidence, that could boost her up a couple notches. Are we gonna get
points,
canceled for that?
Couple points. I mean, you might.
Yeah, you might. I don't be rating women.
I was like, I need you to clarify.
I don't really rate women. Like I don't go around looking at different women going like, she's a 5, she's a 6,
a 4.7.
It's just a feeling you have. You don't need to put a number
like,
on
I just
it.
had
You
to,
know.
I just had to put some sort of context to it. But if I mean, if there's
That's cool.
if there's confidence, like, you know what I mean, and she just holds herself a specific way, that'll definitely boost it up even more.
Yeah.
Facts.
But there's a fine line, I think, because if she's
Confidence is
I really
sexy.
do think, confidence
Confidence
is
is
sexy.
sexy, yeah.
But there's
There's
just
overconfidence too.
yeah, there's a fine line between confidence and what's the
arrogance.
arrogance. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's gross.
Right.
And I'm sure that's the
on
same way
anyone.
with guys. Yeah, guys, girls, doesn't matter. Dogs, arrogant dogs, fuck them. I hate them.
Arrogant dogs.
Any arrogance can't.
I like it.
No.
What are you thinking?
So like, and this actually might get me canceled.
Okay.
He's like, anything to take the heat off of me, whatever you got to say, baby, just do it. Just go for it.
Yeah.
So I think if a chick is funny, like a sense of humor,
Okay.
and I mean like legit funny.
Why would that get
Why
you
would that get you canceled?
No, because girls really aren't that funny.
Oh shit!
I mean, honestly, like,
Yeah, I feel you. I understand.
how many times can you cancel? You're also canceled. Good luck, stop.
Yeah, I understand.
How many times have you? Can you like think of a time that you have belly laughed from a chick? A female comic, a girl you know, it doesn't matter who it is. And I'm talking like hunched over, like, you know how we laugh sometimes when shit gets funny? Like, do you even have either of you? Do you have anything?
Yes. My girl has made me laugh like that. Probably within the last
Yo,
fucking.
my man is on it right now. So you know, Joyce, don't be listening to us, right?
No,
You know
she
that,
don't
right?
listen to the pod.
Okay.
My girl be making me laugh.
You'll be making me laugh that hard.
Hold on. I gotta find it.
Yeah, something
There's
that
gotta be
deserves.
some. There has to be something on.
Nigga, you gay.
That right there fits.
My girl be making me laugh all the
girl
time
be-
like that. I be in stitch. I
Fuck
broke
y'all.
a rib last week because she was funny as a motherfucker.
Oh man.
So forget about it, cuz.
So forget about it, cuz. But no, there are very funny comedians, and it's just obviously it's a male dominated field.
Sure.
So the ones that are funny, the chicks that are funny, like they stick out. Like Ellen back in the day, like I know we think of her as like the talk show host, but like
Damn, what a deep
Yo,
cut.
Ellen.
You
Yo,
gotta go all the way back
like
to Ellen, bro.
no, it's something I remember that like no. It's because my dad showed me it when I was a kid. Like she was at like an HBO special or something, and he's like, "Yo, you want to watch?" Because I would always watch shit with him, and that was like the first chick that I remember seeing on the stage and actually like being funny when I was younger. So like it
I
was
remember the first.
yeah.
I can't remember.
I mean, I do. There are a few comics, female comics that are funny.
Sure. No, I mean,
But
no.
I'm just saying. But I understand, like your average day to day, like everyday woman. They're like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like,
like if
not
you had to
all of
pick
them are
between-
funny. So if they have a sense of humor where you can legit
Right.
like laugh with each other
Sure.
and all that shit,
And they
like,
don't. They don't need to have me in stitches
man.
crying.
Y'all
They don't
are
need to have me in
dead.
stitches
Y'all are dead.
crying every day.
he said y'all are dead.
I just really don't think that like your average dude is that much funnier than your average girl. Like
I'm not saying that I
No.
find
I think
dudes
both
funny.
people both average people are fucking not funny most of the time.
I mean, that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's very fair.
That's
Absolutely.
very fair.
And I'm not saying that every guy is a comedian and chicks just are stupid, but like when you think of funny people, comedians, even if you put just comedians in that bunch, there's no comparison.
No, I just think that we can't relate.
I just don't think you know enough lady comedians.
I mean, not personally, no. I
Not
don't.
personal. Well, definitely not personally, but just like in general, like we just don't know that many because they don't get a spotlight, maybe, or they. I mean,
And why don't they get the spotlight?
Or you're gonna say it's because they're not funny?
No, you just said that, Johnny. You
Not
just said
me.
that. We got him, baby. We're all
Not me.
canceled. That's a soundbite. That's a soundbite. We could fuck with that.
I'm gonna stop agreeing with Dave now.
It's all right, baby.
I mean, but is the conversation like the question about like you're just talking about average, like what's the average like person, like an attractive feature that's not.
And I just meant sense of humor.
Yeah,
like
if a girl has
an
a
actual
dope sense of humor, it's
Yeah.
definitely
That's all.
a plus.
I
was trying to
agree
cover
with
Walk
that.
from getting canceled.
I just don't know why you had to go so far as to be like,
Saying, like-
that's a rare thing, man, to find a girl that's funny.
I mean,
Even female comedians are horrible.
they say funny things, don't get me wrong. But like generally funny, like how many girls other than your lady would you generally say are funny? Like when I think of, I don't know that many funny girls.
Stop, Dave.
I don't.
Just stop.
I couldn't number them. I don't know.
Sure. And I don't expect you to. That's not.
I just feel like in a regular everyday there's definitely, I agree with you that sense of humor is very attractive because not everyone has a sense of humor.
Correct.
And
Even less the same sense of humor that you may have.
exactly, for sure. So
If they
like
can match that
connecting on that
energy.
sense of humor is
Yeah.
a big deal. So yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I find people funny all the time. Like maybe I just find too many people funny. Maybe you're not as funny as I think you are.
That could be.
I honestly think when it comes to like the female comedians, it's not necessarily that they're not funny. I think it's more so that if
I usually
they're
don't
not funny,
connect with them.
I just don't connect with the content because it's like they obviously make like everything is about their experience in life, and a lot of things that have to do with like women I would know about, you know what I mean? So if you want to really group it down to like the women that you find funny as far as stand up is probably because they deal on topics that are more relatable to everyone rather than just women issues.
I think comedy in general, right? Like usually I think the jokes that I laugh at the most are the ones where you're like, oh my God, it's funny because it's true. And it's true because I know it to be true. And that's usually, and so a lot of times, like there are definitely some especially lately, like on Netflix, there's been some pretty dope lady comedians that have been dropping. But at the same time, there's been like a slew of these series that have come out recently of just like all lady comedians.
Christina
and
P.
some
was
of
on
them,
there.
like I'd be like,
yeah.
I just my girl be laughing, but I just like you said, like I just don't connect with it because they're talking about like I don't know,
pussies and
fucking
shit.
periods and yeah, just and
Other stuff,
some of it is funny, even though I don't connect with it. I can imagine, but then sometimes they just go deep, and I'm just like, this must be what it feels like to be a woman at a fucking a regular comedy show where the dudes are going deep on the cock jokes.
So before we move on to the last question, would you guys say that it's you think most females' favorite comic is female?
No,
I don't know. I can't say that. No,
I don't think
I don't think so. I know plenty of women who love male comics, like certain male comics that come in.
Okay,
Again, I just don't think they get the shine.
Then. That was a good.
I think no. I just think
ending.
I think because male comics definitely touch on numerous things that can be discussed amongst like family and different. It's not necessarily all cock and balls jokes.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I
John
don't think lady comics are all fucking pussy, jokes either.
No.
Guys,
I just think
we are
that some
trying
of
not to
them are-
get canceled. So guys, please,
It's too,
please
it's
don't
too late.
cancel us.
It's too late.
Okay?
It's too late for that.
We've been
anyway.
canceled.
Yeah. Wait, before we move on, Johnny hasn't answered. What's
Y'all both went a lot deeper than I was thinking about this question. Because you were just like a non-sexual thing. You didn't say a non-physical thing. So for me, like,
Sure.
I mean, if I'm going to say probably the eyes, like, that's where I'm going. That's where I spend the most time looking.
Yeah.
Sure. So you like light eyes, like blue eyes? Green
It
eyes?
doesn't have to be. It's really like, I don't know, maybe the shape of the eye, the way the eyelashes surround the eye, the eye without, tons of makeup. I'm not really huge on all that like eyeshadow type shit.
The brow, the lashes, all that.
Yeah, I mean, again, that don't matter too much. But yeah, just like if I could just like stare at your eyes all day and not like and have like dope conversations and that's I
And
think
she makes you
that's
laugh.
an attractive thing.
Side splitting. Yeah,
Dua
absolutely.
Lipa eyes,
Oh shit.
Also, I'll add to that if you wanted to go like physical. Another thing is, and I'm not a feet guy, but when they have nice feet, it's noticeable.
Okay, Tarantino.
No,
calm down
I'm
there.
not a feet guy, but if you got nice feet,
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm all in.
No. I'm saying like I'm not.
No,
I'm,
like cute little
I'm not
toes.
I'm not a feet guy to the point where I'm just like, how there are those guys that
You
are like
sucking
obsessive
toes?
about feet and
I do.
sucking toes and all
I
that
do.
crazy shit. No.
What about a
But
foot
I
massage?
notice if a woman has nice feet. Like you can notice when they keep like they have
Putting her
mani-
feet all over your face while you boning.
when they have pedicures and shit like
Hell
in
yes, I
heels
know
and shit,
what's
you
up.
notice
You know
that.
what's up. My man.
I can't even say that has ever happened.
Get a little toe in your
Nah.
mouth. It's all right.
Not never. Never.
He knows.
Never.
Never.
Feet are actually gross, and that's the
Yeah.
point. Is like if
feet are
a woman
gross.
has like heels
If
or something
they're
like that,
dirty,
and
they're
their
gross,
and their
sure.
shit is nicely like done, like it's noticeable. that's all I mean. Because I'm not
Yeah.
into because
No, that's
I
okay.
feel like feet are gross.
You don't
so
have
when
to
they
defend feet. It's okay.
I'm just saying. Y'all laughing at me like
Why
I'm over
not?
here sucking toes. I've
I'm-
never
it's
sucked a
all
toe
We
in
ain't
my
getting
life.
canceled over feet, bro. We good.
No, we already done. People already stopped listening, dog. We can talk about whatever we want now. They're all
True that.
gone.
Oh, they stopped listening. All right. So what I usually like to do with feet. Nah, I'm just
All right. So I get the baby oil out, right?
the
and then I
baby oil.
find them arches. He knows.
find them arches.
Find them arches. Oh shit!
Oh, fucking
Golden
you're
arches.
such an
Blue
idiot.
foam
Love
all
it.
over the place. All right, we're gonna last question.
Yeah.
If you could have one fictional dog as your pet,
Okay.
who would it be?
One fictional dog is my pet.
One fictional dog.
Yo, I gotta go with the OG.
Who's the OG?
Scooby Doo.
Scooby.
Scooby Doo. That's a good
Scooby-Doo.
one. That's a good one. I mean, do you really want him running around solving crimes while he should just be at home chilling and shit?
So here's
yo,
my
where's
theory.
Scooby?
Here's my theory on that. He does that because his crew does that.
So you got to roll with him. You
I don't
got to go
think-
on these adventures.
No.
So
I'm
yo,
saying
bring Scooby home when you're
I'm
done.
saying that Scooby Doo, his owner takes him everywhere and takes him on these adventures. And generally, he doesn't want to fucking do that. He just wants to eat Scooby snacks, possibly get high and shit. You know what I mean? Like that's he
fair.
doesn't
That's
doesn't
fair.
really want to do that. They just bring him along.
But he still fucks with it, though. I
But
feel
if
like
he,
he
was
likes it
my
still, right?
if he was my pet, if
Yeah.
he was my pet, he just want to crush some bomb ass sandwiches. Smoke a little weed, probably,
Yup,
just enjoy the same shit that I would want to do and
Be
watch
chill
some
as a
TV.
motherfucker, yeah.
Yeah, he'd be chill as a motherfucker.
Damn. All right, Scooby. I mean, Scooby's big though too. You got to remember,
Yeah,
he's
that's
like a Great
that's
Dane.
cool. Yeah.
Scooby's a big ass, like probably 6'5" if he's on his
that's
hind
fine.
legs.
If it's me and him, we chilling, like, be the perfect roommate.
That'd be
My
dope.
guy, that's my dude.
That's my dude.
That'd be my dude.
So you don't have a family in this scenario, just you and Scooby just kicking it.
I mean, even with the family,
All right.
he'd be cool. I think he'd be. You?
Even with your little Frenchie.
You brought it down to the like, solving crimes. I don't think he wants to do that.
I don't know. I feel like he would miss it. There's a part of him that would miss it because that's what he's been doing with Shaggy and the gang for so long.
He hasn't been with them. He's been with me.
He's just with you. So from day one, he's been with you. He doesn't know that life.
He's a lazy fuck.
It's true.
Yeah.
He's a big boy.
Yeah. He just wants to chill. Eat some food. Watch some TV.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who you picking?
Snoopy.
Okay.
Because I feel like Snoopy also in that same vein, like he really would just want to kick it with Woodstock and be on the house, and I could go out there and chill with him if I want. And he's doing his own thing. He's kind of independent, but just a very low key, low maintenance vibe.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. I was thinking Dino from Flintstones, but like that's a dinosaur technically, so I don't think it counts. But like I fuck with Dino's vibe.
Yeah, I feel you.
Gets excited to see me when I come home and shit. I love that. I don't think Snoopy would give a fuck about me when I came home. He'd be like, all right, whatever. Nah. He's just cooling out.
You don't give a fuck.
That's all right. That's all right. I think he's a chill ass dude.
Mm-hmm. Good choice.
What about you, Johnny?
Johnny, who you think?
Honestly, like not a lot of these come to mind. The first one that pops in my head is Astro.
That was one of the first ones that popped in. That was going to be mine. If it was between that and Snoopy, and I went Snoopy, and Astro was going to be my go-to. So that's a good one.
Yeah. Right. I think right behind Scooby's is Astro. It's like that's like all the same kind of era too. Like Scooby, Astro, and Dino.
Yeah.
You said pet or dog?
Dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was also thinking the Beast from the Sandlot, because we found out that he was actually just a chill ass dog. Like he wasn't a mean dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a good one.
Beast was a cutie.
Yeah. Or what was the dog from Homeward Bound? What were there were two of them, right?
There were. I feel like there were multiple. Was one like a little tiny guy? And
one was a puppy,
one?
yeah. It was voiced by Michael J. Fox.
I don't remember those dogs specifically.
Champ, yeah.
Chance was one and Shadow was the other.
Yep.
What kind of dogs were they? Does it say, or is there a picture of them?
One was
like a retriever.
Shadow was a golden retriever, and Chance was a bulldog.
Oh, a bulldog! Damn, I don't remember a bulldog.
Well, it was an American bulldog because he looked like a pit bull. Yeah, he looked like a pit bull.
Okay. Ooh, what about the dog from the Little Rascals? Like the Target dog with that dog is fucking adorable. Oh my God. I love those dogs.
He was just chill.
He was super chill. Yeah, he just was cooling out.
For some reason, I thought you said just like a pet.
Oh no!
And the first one that came to mind, and I was like, oh no, that would be a bad fucking choice. Was what's that cat? I keep wanting to say Heathcliff.
I was just going to say Heathcliff.
No, I was thinking Garfield,
but not Garfield.
I was like, oh, but Garfield was such
awesome.
A dick. I like Heathcliff.
Yeah. He always ate the fish bones. I don't know why I remember that, but he's in the junkyard, right?
I totally forgot about that show. I need to
core memory
that.
Unlocked.
Let's
talk to the Plex guy after this, Johnny.
Heathcliff. Seems like it was a knockoff of Garfield.
I think it was French. I think that was a French cartoon that they dubbed with American voices. Oh, okay. If I remember correctly.
Really?
Yeah. Look that up.
Oh, yes, you are right. Heathcliff and the Cadillac Cats, known as Les Entrechamps in French.
Ah, see? I know a couple things.
Yeah.
It's produced by DIC. 65 half-hour episodes.
Nice.
I remember that little thing at the end of the episodes, the DIC. I used to think it was dick when I was a kid. I was like, does that say dick?
I remember that
too.
Well,
they said it. They would say deek.
Deek. Yeah, they would put deek.
Yep. I would always hear that and be like, what the fuck?
What the fuck am I watching?
Yeah. I don't know. Now, with your whole take on women.
Mel Blanc was the voice of Heathcliff, famous.
Bugs Bunny? No shit.
Yeah.
They didn't just dub over it with schmucks either, did they? They got Mel Blanc. Damn. Yeah.
With Dave's whole, rant about women, I would think his favorite pet would be Pepe Le Pew or some shit.
Ooh.
Holy shit. The very first episode of Heathcliff is the Great Puccini.
Stop it.
Nice.
That sounds very Pepe Le Pew-ish too, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
nice.
awesome.
Why are cats so horny?
They just are.
And skunks? Didn't he like pretend to be a cat? He was trying to bang the cat. Wasn't that Pepe
no,
Le
he
Pew's
was.
husband?
Yeah, Pepe Le Pew
That was
would
Pepe
try
Le Pew's
to.
move. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he didn't know that there were cats. There
Oh,
would
he
always
thought-
be a black cat
like
that
it
just
walked under paint or
Oh,
something.
you're
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
yeah,
always-
dude, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that you
and then he
remember
would-
them that vividly.
he would turn into a fucking rapist ass fucking skunk.
Creepy as, yeah. He would go way too hard. Even as a kid, you were like, "This is awkward right now. He should tone it down a little bit."
Mon ami. They made all French people seem like fucking rapists.
Yeah, fuck.
That's how we do.
Anyway,
America.
moving on.
Cartoons were wild up until like
They were, yo.
10 years ago.
I think
anything went in cartoons.
I think Pepe Le Pew was canceled officially probably like within the last 3 years
For
or some
sure.
shit.
For
3
sure.
or 4 years.
And those racist
Pretty
ass
sure,
Looney
yeah.
Tunes that they canceled. You
Oh,
remember
yeah,
those?
yeah.
Those were
That was a lot.
Those-
I mean, there was
those
a lot
were
of
a lot,
racist
yeah,
ass
that-
fucking Disney cartoons.
hell
too.
yeah. Just animation in general. Like people just felt like they could do whatever because it was animated, bro. Like that seems to be the case because there was some wild shit like World War II propaganda
that I
against the
remember.
Japanese and shit. dude.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
them as a kid.
Popeye,
and not
racist
thinking
ass Popeye,
anything of
dude.
it.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
What
think
was
of it.
that
You
one-
you watched it, dude. Like just like it was a normal cartoon.
What
Those
was that
crows
one
and shit?
70s
Yeah.
trippy cat cartoon movie?
70s
Fritz.
cat.
Fritz the
Oh,
Fritz the cat. Yep,
Fritz,
Fritz
yeah.
the cat. Yep.
I
I
think
never- I
that's
don't
on
think I ever
the. I
fucked
think
with
that's
that.
on the Plex.
I think
Nice.
so too.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. That's a total like. I mean, there's like cats fucking dogs and shit, and there's like.
Is it
there's
that
mad
wild? I
sex?
had no
oh,
idea.
there's
Yeah, it was
so many sex
very-
scenes in Fritz the cat.
Damn.
yeah,
Unnecessary.
it was very it's a psychedelic cartoon.
Yeah, it's a
How
psychedelic.
have I never seen this before? I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen like the image of it. I know what it is, but I've never actually like didn't know what it was
If
from.
if you do some shrooms or some shit,
Oh, yeah.
and you put on Fritz the
Fritz,
cat,
you have a good
it's
time.
supposed to take you on a ride.
Okay.
Take you on
So-
a ride.
Fritz
Take you.
the
It's
cat.
supposed to take you on a ride.
I'm down.
All right, so is that
That's it, yeah,
Those
those-
are all the questions
Those
you
were
had.
all the questions I had.
All right,
Yep.
cool. So then
You know what it's time for.
All right, dope. Yeah, let's talk about the news.
Oh,
Biggest story that popped off today, actually, as we record Tuesday, April 19th. Apparently, maybe COVID is like over or whatever, because now you don't even got to wear a mask on a plane or the bus or any type of public transit. People were like
Oh,
clapping on the planes and shit. So mask wearing is pretty much optional in all of America. Yay.
That's
we won,
crazy. Did we?
I guess.
we win. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean,
Let's
I
call it
think,
a draw.
I think people are still dying every day.
Yeah.
But I imagine most of them that are a huge majority, right, got to be unvaccinated or something like that, which is why I think most people are like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't
Yeah.
know. But anyway, seems like we don't got to wear masks anymore in the U.S., at least on planes, which I've been on quite a few lately. And I mean, I don't really give too much of a fuck. Like we've talked about many times on the show. It's like, whatever, I'll do it.
I'm heading
gonna
out
kill
next
me.
week.
You're gonna be fine. You're gonna wear a mask on the
Well, now
plane.
you
I mean,
don't
I'm
go-
heading out. I'm heading out next week. If they don't mandate it, I probably won't. But if if they ask me to, I don't care. It's
I
like,
still
all right,
feel-
well,
I
I'll be
still
like,
feel
oh, well,
compelled
this
to.
sucks, but I'll throw it on. Like, who?
Yeah.
What am I gonna make a stink about it? Who cares?
They are
mean, they're obviously- they're not
appealing the
gonna make
rule,
you.
but we'll see what happens.
Who's they?
The Biden administration.
The Biden administration is fighting the mask rule.
Yeah. So it was like a conservative judge in Florida appointed by Donald Trump.
Okay.
One of the youngest. I think she's only like 33 years old.
It's a female judge.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Not recommended by Not recommended by the American Bar Association because she only had like 5 years experience. Lifetime position on a federal bench.
Oof.
Oh man.
Just swinging her dick around, huh?
And she says that the CDC exceeded its authority when they first created this mandate back in 2020 or whatever, 2021.
I feel like this isn't going to stick. After knowing that part of it, I feel like this is
I don't know.
like a temporary injunction.
What are they going to, if they appeal a federal judge, and I think like their only way to go is up, which would be the Supreme Court.
Supreme
and that's
Court?
not on their side. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, that's a good call. Fuck.
Anyways,
I'm still wearing a mask.
Either way, it's like if they mandate, like I'm at the point. I have I'm up to date on everything. I don't, you know what I mean? It's like whatever. I've had COVID, and I'll just get, if that's the case, then I'll take the risk for myself. But I'll play it by ear. But if they mandate a mask, I don't care. I'll wear that shit too.
Right.
It's only for X amount of hours that I'm on a fucking plane anyway. Whatever.
It's true.
I mean, that is a long flight, but it ain't that
It
bad.
is. It is.
Is it a straight
whatever.
layover or anything? Or you just
I have like
straight?
a 3.5 hour layover
Okay.
in
Chicago, right?
No, it's I was surprised that it wasn't Chicago. It's
Atlanta.
I want to say it's like Jersey or some shit.
Ooh.
Oh,
that's not the way.
okay.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
So
the
the-
Jersey
so-
flight,
no.
that's what I usually do, is that Jersey to San Francisco.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good 5-hour flight there. 5.5 hours there, 4 hours back.
Just gonna preload some movies and
Yeah, that's basically
have at it.
Watch
Yeah.
one movie, take a nap, watch another movie, land. That's
Yeah,
usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Or just eat an edible. Right when you get on the plane, I'll hook you up. You just want to sleep it
That
off.
could
did
work
that-
as well.
I want to say that I did that the last time I went out there, and and that was cool. But it has to be like I need to know, like it has to be like the perfect amount, or else I'm bugging.
Bug.
Yeah,
Yeah, you don't
yeah.
want to.
Yeah,
wanna
like
be
I don't
that.
want to be bugging when the plane
Nah.
is fucking taking
When
off.
it's taking off.
You don't want to do that. You don't.
Yeah, fuck all
Yeah.
that.
Bugging.
No,
on
I'm
the-
good.
It's not on the ground.
I'm
You don't.
good
wanna
on
bug.
that. No, I don't need that. I just need to feel
Shit.
relaxed, like enough.
He's getting tased by the air marshal before he knows it.
I just need enough to feel relaxed, so when I get on the plane, I can actually take a nap. Because I can't sleep in a car or on a plane, but I try every time, and it's just like
It's shitty sleep. It's
Yeah.
the worst. Like you might 10 minutes maybe, and then you're like just waking up and shit. And
you
people
actually
making
reminded me. I have a travel pillow that I need. I need to find that
There
bitch,
you
but I
go.
need to bring
Oh,
that
yeah.
bitch. I need to have that shit with me, yo.
Yeah, don't use theirs. That's
no,
gross.
no, it's
Oh,
so
hell no.
fucking bad.
No, hell no. Fuck all that.
So fucking bad. All right. So, what was the question again?
The mask. There was a question.
Question.
It was news. We're on news, baby.
I'm
We're
still on
good.
question. What the fuck is wrong with me? What is wrong with me? What's the next? What's
You
the
sure
next
you
piece of
didn't pop
news?
an edible today?
Yeah.
Nah, not today. Not today.
Oh, shit.
What's the next piece
What's
of
the
news,
question?
fucker?
Next question. Apparently, Taco Bell is bringing back the Mexican pizza.
Fuck yeah.
We were talking about this.
We were
too.
talking about that. Yeah.
Hells yeah.
Who is responsible for me? Was there a
They're
public
saying-
campaign?
they're
Was it
saying
Doja Cat?
Doja Cat is
What the fuck did
responsible for
Doja
this
Cat
shit.
do to bring this pizza back? That should be part of the news. What happened?
So Doja Cat has done a couple of things. One, she was she's like a Taco Bell sponsor or whatever. Like she's endorsed by Taco Bell rather. So they use her music in commercials and shit like that. So when they first signed that deal, she had gone on Twitter and was like, "Hey, now I'm a Taco Bell partner. So what's up with bringing back the Mexican pizza, y'all?" And so, that drove a bunch of commentary online, social media, etc. People talking about the Doja Cat asking for the Mexico pizza. And then apparently she had even at one point created a song. Like she didn't release it on streaming or anything, but I think she put it on her stories or on IG or something, where she dropped she made a beat that she made herself. It says fucking refried beans in the background. It's like refried beans, refried beans, and she spits some bars, and they're all about Taco Bell and the Mexican pizza. And so again, she's driven a little bit of commentary online. Plus, there was, just most people were just upset about the fact that they got rid of the Mexican pizza for no reason. Like they slimmed down their menu sometime last year.
Yeah,
and that was one of the things that got the axe. Which
Did
was a delicacy
people
in
really
our house.
fuck with that shit?
y'all
with the
fuck
Mexican
with that?
pizza?
You guys fuck with the
Hell
Mexican
yeah.
pizza?
I mean, we're
It's
pretty
been
big on
years.
Taco Bell over here. So usually
in your household
I'm
or
just a
just in
straight
that
up.
area?
What's that?
Just you said we fuck like your
We,
house,
like,
like you
yeah, my
enjoy.
house.
Okay,
The Johnny Quest
I
household.
fuck with
the
Taco
Johnny,
Bell.
the J.
It's
is
been a
big
long time
taco
since I had a
ding-dong
Mexican
spot.
pizza.
I mean, when you go there as often as we do, you just can't always get the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
that goes with anywhere.
And on top of that, for me specifically, like I'm, I got the lactose sensitivity or whatever the fuck, right? And so I can't be having too much of their, because most of the time, like their specials be like the cheesy extra
gordita
cheesy on top of
crunch. Yeah.
cheese with the most cheese we've ever put on a
Quesarito.
fucking, yeah.
yeah,
That's true.
So I'm like, well, I can't fuck with that one.
Yeah. My shit is the cheesy gordita crunch.
Yeah, that's
I
very
can't
good.
get past
fuck
it.
with
But
those.
I can't have that shit. Usually, that's too much cheese for me, unless I pop a pill or some shit. But anyways, the Mexican pizza was usually reserved for a special occasion. We Mexican pizza it out, and I'm glad it's back. I mean, it's
I might fuck with one now that it's back on the menu just for nostalgia reasons, because
Sure.
I can't remember the first time I actually had like a Mexican. I think my dad used to get them.
sure.
when
That
I
sounds
was
like
younger.
a dad thing.
Yeah,
My dad used to get the chili cheese burritos, the Chilitos.
yeah.
Do you remember those? Where it was literally just the
Forgot about
tortilla
those.
with the chili and
So
cheese
the-
in it. Like
the-
that was his shit. And he
The
was devastated.
Cholitos, I remember from middle school. In my middle school, they used to offer Taco Bell Cholitos.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's weird.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
used to
I
offer
would've
that.
fucked with them, but
you can buy a pizza or you can buy like Taco Bell Cholitos. and
just
shit.
specifically the chili. Like
Yeah.
you couldn't get a hard or soft taco. It's like you want Taco Bell, you're
Cholitos, that
getting
was it.
Cholitos.
Yeah,
Like
that was it.
that's so random, bro.
I know.
That's weird.
I
Yeah,
know, but
That is
that's
mad
what they
random.
offered.
yeah.
That's what they offered.
Hey, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. I had shitty whatever cafeteria food. I didn't get no Taco Bell in my school.
That was when I hit middle school and they had that option. I was floored by it.
You're probably
I
like,
was
yo, I'm gonna fuck with this.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah,
So you were crushing Chilitos on the reg.
yeah.
Nice.
That's cool. So.
That's what's up.
Interesting.
But you know what? Actually, now that Doja Cat did that, my guy Steven Johnson.
I was hoping you'd bring that up.
Yes, of course. My guy Steven Johnson, who is
Stefan. It was Stefan.
Stefan.
Yeah,
Yeah, my
Stefan
bad.
Johnson,
My guy Stefan Johnson, he's famous on TikTok. He does like voiceovers and shit, but he does a bunch of original videos through TikTok. He was responsible for making Oreos bring back the Cakesters. So now he was asking like, yo, what should I bring back next? And he gave a couple things. I think it was like, what was it? The Philadelphia cheesecake bars.
Yeah, do you remember those? Like they were like
No.
cookie bars almost.
Yeah, it was cookie
They're
bars.
refrigerated.
From Philadelphia cheese.
Philadelphia
yeah.
made
I
them.
do
Yeah,
not
they
remember
had
that.
like strawberry jam on them with
Yep.
like cream cheese and like
sounds
graham
amazing.
cracker. They were like mini cheesecake bars.
I don't think I
They were
can eat
great.
it, but it sounds amazing.
They were
no.
OG. Oh, it was an OG
They
snack.
were 90s, late
it was
90s
that
for
something else. I can't remember what the
sure. It
other
was
one.
the tacos, the
No. I
Taco
know.
Bell pizza was one of
Oh,
them.
Mexican
Yeah,
pizza.
the Mexican
Okay.
pizza.
And I said I think
Right,
those are coming back
right.
anyway. And then the third one, which he just came back and he said, McDonald's, get your motherfucking ass ready. It's the snack wraps, yo. He's on the
Ooh, snack wrap.
Ooh,
yeah. Now
yeah,
he's
snack
on
wraps
the
were
campaign
good.
to bring back the snack wraps to McDonald's because he was successful in that and his audience is big enough. Now he's about to bombard their fucking
I'd be
shit
down
with
with that.
bring the snack wrap back.
And
Hell
the,
yeah.
The salads. I miss the salads from McDonald's. Those were the Southwest salad there with the little tortilla. That was good. I like the dressing that they had and the crispy chicken. Oh, I miss
You know
those.
what's
And they cut
crazy
them out
about the-
pandemic.
the Mexican pizza thing is that, you know how I found out about it on LinkedIn of all social networks.
That's wild.
It was like the brand ambassador for Taco Bell or the VP of brand or something like that was like, Mexican pizza is back. You can stop yelling at me now.
You could stop yelling. That's wild.
That's very wild. Yeah.
Nothing ever breaks on LinkedIn.
Right.
That's
So I was like,
crazy.
wait a
That's
minute,
crazy.
what the fuck?
I was just
pizza's
telling
back.
somebody. I was just telling somebody. I don't really ever go on LinkedIn unless I get a notification that now I have a new connect or some shit.
Right.
But I don't ever go on there because it's just too fucking stuffy. Like I
don't ever
There's
look
no-
at the feed, but I get the only reason I open LinkedIn is because I get notifications every single day, and I need to clear my notifications. I don't like seeing numbers and badges on my apps.
Yeah,
and that's
exactly
one that
why.
I can't turn off notifications because sometimes I do get legit. I mean, I use LinkedIn every day for work, so like sometimes I do get like notifications that I want to know about connections that came through or messages that came through.
Sure.
But yeah, I end up opening it all the time because I hate seeing fucking notification badges on this shit. But I never I literally only ever look at the first post that's in my feed, and then I just go to the notifications tab. I don't like scroll through that shit because for the exact same reason. Like I don't give a fuck about half the shit that's posted on there.
Yeah, I really don't care.
You ever see the meme about the LinkedIn post where it's like someone said they like saw a dog on the way to the interview and it was sad and poor and they fed it and they went in for the interview and it was the dog interviewing them? That's like a typical LinkedIn style bullshit ass post, dude. That's literally what you see. And they're just
I
like
fucking
this
hate it.
fake pseudo spiritual uplifting bullshit.
Yeah.
It's everyone just putting on a nice face because they're all friends with their coworkers and shit on there. So they all want to
Yeah,
look,
Right.
you know,
it's just
like they're
people
doing
trying to
their
get a
thing.
job. That's really the
Yeah.
only thing it's there for me is at least,
Yeah.
you know, you're trying to
you
get
listen
a
to
job
this
or
and
look
you
good to
follow-
your job.
If you listen to this and you follow my LinkedIn, I post nothing on that.
No.
No,
Not
you
a
will.
damn
You.
thing.
I only like
Update
and
your jobs and
celebrate
shit, right?
and shit. And yeah, I make sure my resume is always up to date on LinkedIn because you never know who's looking for you. All right, here's something that popped up on my news feed that I thought was interesting and new and not a thing I have ever heard of before. I mean, the story is about a mom that's suing one of these code boot camps. You know, these kind of like these schools, like, you know, what was it in The Rock? It was Rochester Business Institute or Everest.
RBI. Yeah.
You know, DeVry, shits like that. You know, these for-profit schools. This one was Lambda. I know I've definitely run across this one before. I think it used to be called like Lambda School. They changed their name to Bloom Institute of Technology. It's never a good idea. You know, it's a bad place if they've changed their name. Like, why would a school
They're rebranding.
rebrand? Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, this lady's suing them because obviously, you know, again, another for-profit school that was promising that they would, you know, get her a job and whatever. None of that is different or new or crazy. The reason I'm bringing it up is because something about this story is something I've never heard of. I don't know if y'all ever heard of this shit before, but it's called an ISA or an income share agreement. And so instead of like taking out a school loan to go to this school, instead you agree when you sign up to give them 17% of your salary,
Jeez.
assuming you make at least $50,000 or more after you graduate from the school.
Nah, hell nah. Hell
Isn't
no.
that
'cause
shit
loans
fucking
you can-
crazy?
Loans you can default on and just tell them to go fuck themselves. But that they already got that bread, bro. It's gone at that point.
Yeah, nah.
And someplace like fucking, like you said, DeVry or Everest or Bryant Stratton, the fuck out of here.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. You unleashed a core memory in my head.
Yeah,
In
of
my-
the commercial, the
No,
Everest
no.
commercial.
Well, that one too. Yeah.
that's not everybody knows.
Sitting on your couch, your life is passing you by. Like I remember that commercial. That is another core memory that
Mike
was
Epps
released.
looking motherfucker.
Yeah. No, but I worked for years doing customer support, and I worked for a company where that's what we did. Is I would call people who signed up for more information on these colleges.
Yeah.
And I just hit them up and be like, yo, looks like you signed up for these colleges. Are you still interested? Yeah. I can get you more information. Just let me. And then I would sign them up like for more information on these bullshit ass
And that's
quote
what you
unquote
did
colleges
all day.
Yeah, and that's what I was. That's what I said.
You were
like
part
I
of
did
the
all
system.
The
You were part of the
yeah,
system.
yeah.
Okay.
I think the company. I don't even know
Yeah,
if they're still together, but it was called like direct to market.
Oh, I feel like I've heard of that. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's when
that
I worked in
sounds like
East Rochester.
East. I feel like I interviewed there before.
Probably.
I feel like I saw it in like the newspaper, a
Yeah,
Craigslist ad or something, and I
Probably.
went
That
there
Sounds
with
like
like
one of
a,
those jobs.
Oh,
You
it
would
was
have gotten
bullshit.
the
Like,
newspaper
I think
classifieds.
I left that place and I was like, what the fuck did I even just talk about?
I
Like, had
probably
no idea
got
what
that
it
job
was.
immediately after Sutherland, and it's the same type of bullshit.
Oh, how could you go from
Call centers,
Sutherland
bro.
to-
Call centers, man. I was young.
Yeah, no,
was
I
young.
mean, you forgot about a whole ass job. That's
Whole ass
crazy.
job. I remember working there. I forgot what the job was for until he said that, and I remember clicking the fucking. You
want more information
colleges.
on
You want
DeVry?
more information on on
Phoenix
Everest?
Online,
Yeah, Phoenix.
University of Phoenix.
Exactly,
Sure.
like all that bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that, man.
Fuck
Yeah.
all
Like
that.
fuck
all
first
of it.
fuck those schools, fuck those for-profit colleges. Like they take way too much advantage of folks. But damn, if they didn't try to get around the bullshit by saying nah, you don't gotta take it, you don't even gotta take a loan. Not only are we not gonna make you get a loan, but we're investing in you because we're not even gonna take any of your money unless you make
all
at
you have
least
to do.
50 grand a year. Like that's a good job.
I'd make
But then you just gotta
49K
give us like
for the rest of my life.
8 to no,
On
it,
paper,
it's
that's all.
you know, it's like a 3-year plan or some shit like that for like
Okay.
the next 3-4 years or whatever. 2 to 3 years, depending on the setup. I seen
I
some
know-
that was for 2 years. I seen some that was for 5 years.
It's so crazy because I've like seen people online, like people that I know, where they will take like those online courses for, and it, because they range in a bunch of different shit, but they'd be like
curriculum
just
and shit.
boasting about graduating summa cum laude from like an online
Right.
an online school. I'm just
Right.
like,
And you're like,
I'm just like, I'm like, oh shit, okay, where
That's
from where?
cool.
Oh,
yeah, like,
okay.
if it's not nationally accredited, like, go fuck
Yeah.
yourself, right? Like, you have a cool piece of paper there that you probably paid way too much money for, but then again, like, a college degree is probably the same thing. Like, you're not guaranteed shit with that either, so you just never know. But I would feel better with something
True
that
that.
was at least accredited, right? Like,
True that.
something
Yeah.
you could fall back on.
I had a family member, and we can move on after this, but I had a family member reach out to me recently, and I thought it was hilarious. It was just like, yo, so trying to get this job, and do you think that I could do you have your GED? You could send it to me so that I can just like scan it.
So it could be their
I'll
GED?
change the information on
Can I
it so
see
you won't
GED?
you won't get in trouble for it. But can you like? I'm like, bro, I don't even know where the fuck my GED is. I haven't had to
Damn.
show that thing in I don't know how long.
God, bro.
Who the
Can I
fuck
see your-
knows?
Yo, let me borrow your GED right quick.
Yeah,
Fake a
Like,
GED. Like,
You can just Google that shit and find a GED, I'm sure. Like a template somewhere, dog.
yeah.
Like the GED.
Yeah, let me
of
get your
all
GED
things,
real quick.
You're just fucking check the box that says you got it.
Right.
Right.
They're going to be like, okay, he probably,
That's
if he
exactly
admitted
what
to
I
it,
thought.
he
You
got
probably
a
did.
GED.
I'm like, yo, if anything, just check the box, say you got it, I've never been asked for. I don't even know where that is.
I could see them
because I
wanting
can't remember
a
the
diploma.
last
Like
time.
if you had a diploma, like, yo, let me get that diploma.
No,
and
but
just
even
copy
then,
it.
not
Not
even
even
the
that.
last fucking
Who asked for
time.
your high school diploma?
Nobody.
No
but I
one
mean, I feel
does.
like a GED though. Like if they're requiring at least a GED, like they're gonna make sure you got your GED. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Like
know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
if it's that
I
bad,
put-
if like
I
that's
put-
the lowest bar, they're
I
gonna be
put
like,
GED
"Yeah,
on
we should
everything
check."
because that's what I
We should
have,
check.
and never. I that's
you
exactly why I
reproduce
don't
it?
know where the
Unless
fuck
you
my
give
GED
off
is.
the persona that
someone-
you
Are
don't even
scummy
have
enough
a
to
GED.
fake a GED.
Yeah, then yeah, they might ask for it. You wait.
Can we see that? We don't
Can
really
I just
believe that.
double check that you actually meet the
We
minimum
trust you,
to
but
like manage this bale impaler or whatever? Fucking, that's
we're
wild.
gonna mop this shit up over here. But we need to see your
Indeed.
GED real quick.
It was one of the crazier questions I've
indeed,
ever.
though.
Where
been
was
asked.
he interviewing at? Do you remember where he was?
Nah, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying. It was one of the crazier questions. It was just like they don't even fucking ask for that shit anymore.
Is that what you said, or you're just like, you know what, you're good?
No,
Just-
I literally.
bro,
I
you
said
good.
I don't
You
know.
good.
I was like, I have no idea. The last time I even saw that, you might as well
Yeah.
just say yes, I have it. And if they pull your card and say, "Let me see it,"
then worry about it.
Then worry about
Yeah.
it. But they're not gonna ask you for that,
Right.
see your GED.
and it's not happening. So, yeah,
That's wild.
it was a wild
That
question.
was wild. That was wild.
This one, this was. I thought Dave could probably, find some context here and feel this story because, and just relate. I think maybe possibly, unless this is a little overboard, but there's a dude that he sued his company and won. Because he got like there's a long ass story behind it, but basically they threw him a birthday party and he asked them to not throw him a birthday party because he gets anxiety.
Funny already.
Yeah.
Right. So he gets super anxious and doesn't like these, big events that are surrounding him. So it was his birthday, right? And I mean, I'm sure we've all been at one time or another in some type of environment where people throw work parties for people's birthdays or whatever and make you fucking, sing happy birthday to somebody that you probably barely know, or it may have happened to you. And then, he was like, nah, don't do this. They did it anyways. And my dude had a panic attack. So then he dipped and went down to his car. Calmed down, finished the rest of the day. This is the wild part. This is why he ended up making money off of this shit. Is he came back and they fucking the next day they pulled him into a meeting with his bosses and his managers were like, you made everyone feel uncomfortable when you left.
Oh my God, really?
And they were just trying to do good by you. And you ruined the experience. And so he started having another panic attack. And they started like pressing him and telling him, like, I guess he started like hugging himself or whatever. And they were like, stop doing that. You're making us feel uncomfortable. They said a whole bunch of like wild ass shit. And then little by little, like over the next like week or so, homie ended up getting fired from his job.
Wow.
So
Over having panic attacks?
hence the lawsuit and why he ended up winning because the emotional distress and the lost wages. I mean, I think $450,000. I don't think he had good enough lawyers because you could have probably got like a
I was gonna say that seemed
over
low.
$1 million in he only got $300,000 for emotional distress. He could have got like, usually emotional distress you get like $1 million or some shit, right? If you could prove your case.
Yeah.
I feel like they could have done a much better job on that, but they probably didn't press him hard enough. But yeah, and especially for like all the bullshit he had to go through in the middle of it, where they like made him feel like it was his motherfucking fault that he was stealing his coworker's joy, is what they said.
Is
and
that
they
a
said he was
fireable
being
offense?
a little girl.
Being a little girl. Oh,
I mean,
shit.
yeah.
That's where he could have
that's where
got
it's
a million just for being called a little girl.
Right.
Honestly, dog, that's crazy.
Yeah,
and
that's where it's bad.
Although my anxiety is not quite that crippling, I think I could totally make it through a work birthday party and be cool about it. Like, I understand the anxiety part of it because, like, I've experienced anxiety like that before, not in that situation, but like, you don't want any part of it. Like, you want to dip to the car. He could have raged. He could have freaked out. He could have became violent.
Yeah.
Like, there's numerous things he could have done.
Well, that was actually what they used as their excuse to fire him, is they said that they were afraid that he was going to get angry and become violent.
Yeah, that sounds just like some scapegoat bullshit. But the dude removed himself from a situation, which is what I think anybody with anxiety would do in a situation they didn't want to be in. But yeah, I feel bad that he didn't get more money. Like I said, it's not that bad, but I get it for sure. Like I can definitely relate to that, and he should have gotten way more.
I can understand
for the company being so just selfish and dickheaded.
For the company responding the way that they did, yes, he deserved to have much more than that. Now, the whole fucking anxiety thing, I have my own thoughts on all of that. Mm-hmm. I think not obviously anxiety and like all that shit does exist, but like crippling anxiety, like there's all of that, and maybe he is on that that far edge of that spectrum where it's like literally crippling and he can't fucking handle it. I don't know. They would have to, in my opinion, they would have to prove that. Because a lot of people nowadays, a lot of people lean on, I have anxiety and all this shit. Like, we all fucking have anxiety. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, you just have to experience some things enough to get past that shit and then fucking move the fuck on. So I don't know the extent of that. Mm-hmm. However, how they handled that and talk about, oh, well, you're acting like a little girl and all that shit. Yeah, that's where I was like,
wild. That's irresponsible,
that's
dog. Like,
that is fucking crazy.
If they were just like, yo, we fucked up. Yo, my man left. We fucked up. Our bad. Like, come back, we're sorry. Have a chat with HR. Like, there's so many ways they could have went about it.
He could have talked to HR about it and they would have handled that whole shit. But like, I don't know. And I'm speaking for myself, but like, people throw you a fucking party for your birthday.
Right. It's not the worst thing in the world,
that
bro.
Fucking throws you into a panic attack.
But I mean, he specifically told them ahead of time not to. That's like, I think that's a big part of it, is like, he's like, yo, listen, please don't do this. This is not going to be good. And they did it anyway.
Party playing committee was like,
right.
But I want my cake, yo.
Like, yo, just have cake. Just don't involve me in it. Order all the cake you want.
Yeah. I'll come in. I'll say, thank you. And then walk out. Whatever.
Little nod and go to your car and cry it out. Come back.
I just think anxiety is being extremely overused nowadays.
It can be leaned on for sure, like like an insanity plea in court. Everyone will try and go for it, but
right.
Yeah, it was all the company in this case. I feel like they're mishandling. That's the
definitely incredibly mishandled there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
What company? Do we know what kind of company this? What did he do? Do we have any sort of no?
No.
They need to be called out.
I picture just like an office-based computer. Gravity diagnostics. Okay, so diagnostic software of some sort.
Probably, yeah. Sounds like a software company.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, diagnostics. Maybe could be like a lab. Because Quest Diagnostics are the people that I sent my COVID test to.
Yeah, and they do blood tests and shit too.
Yeah, it could be one of those as well.
Okay.
Well, you know what?
Medical lab bullshit of some sort. Yeah.
Well, you know what? You know what grinds my gears? You know what grinds my gears? You, Gravity Diagnostics. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's right. Bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna jump into this because I think I'm gonna wait until the shit fully plays out. But the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard going back again.
That is pretty intense.
Johnny Depp was on the stand today, gave himself some gave some testimony, but I say we save that until it's all fully wrapped up, and then we could just talk about that
We'll
all
dive
at
in.
once.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I did see the one clip where we're in the court. I forgot exactly what it said, but her testimony was that on her end was just like, yeah, he would play guitar with his friends, and I just couldn't get into that. It was just because they're just old guys playing on their guitars and stuff, and like he kind of laughed about it. It was just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What an asshole he is. Are you
Yeah,
kidding
what a
me?
dick.
The
He's like,
nerve
yeah,
of this guy.
It wouldn't be it wasn't
Jamming out.
fun because like they're just old guys playing on their guitars. It's like, okay, but it was just the smirk that he gave, just like
that's all
fucking
she's
bitch.
got. This bitch.
Like,
okay.
no, like fucking bitch. And I thought the same shit. Like, okay, so this rich guy who loves music, he's loved music his entire life, like his entire career. Like, as a matter of fact, he was playing when River Phoenix passed away. He was playing at
Yeah.
the
Viper Room.
The Viper Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the one playing on stage
His band,
as he passed away, as he overdosed.
And Flea was there jamming out with him. I watched
So
something about that.
I know that
recently.
that is a passion of his and shit. And it's just
For
like,
sure. Like he's just chilling with his homies. That's like
he's just
someone
chilling
being
with his
like,
homies,
yeah,
doing what he does.
Dave and Walk, they're just some old dudes doing a podcast. I don't really give a fuck about it. Like it's stupid. Shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, I want to see how that plays out. I'm excited. I mean, not excited, but like curious.
You're excited.
I am kind of because that shit's been going on for a minute,
Honestly,
bro. They've been going back and forth and suing and
It has
lawsuits and
done
shit.
a lot of negative. It had a negative effect on his career.
And hers though, like I feel like she caught some shit. I don't necessarily
She
know if she
should, though,
lost
because-
roles and shit, but like normally that doesn't happen. Is what I'm saying. Usually the guy takes all the shit and the chick is like, "Yep, that's what he did." And
Because she put
this
out a
feels
bunch
like
of
he has a chance.
misinformation.
He has
Yeah.
a chance to win this thing. I feel like, and that's
Word.
not always the
I
case.
guess there was a lot of shit playing, like you said. Like we'll see how this plays out, but everything is looking like she's abusive. I remember talking to somebody, one of my old coworkers from the fruit stand, and they were just like, "Yeah, I'm never watching a Johnny Depp thing again. He's a piece of shit." I'm like, are you even following like
No,
what the
they're
fuck
not.
is going
Exactly.
on?
No.
There are just some people that if there is an accusation, you're immediately guilty, and they could give a fuck less about anything else, like nothing.
And that's cancel culture.
That is cancel culture, and I fucking hate that shit.
Brutal.
Anyway,
Last story that I got for y'all.
fuck
is-
you, cancel culture. Anyway.
Gravity Labs.
And grab
Gravity Labs. No, that's like I think they make bongs.
Oh yeah,
No, we like you, Gravity Labs.
Grav Labs is that?
Whatever it was.
No, the last thing that's popping up, a survey recently came out by CNBC. The old thing, I mean, you would say typically most, for people like me and Walk that are ahead of the curve, other old folks like Dave over here still
This is
subscribe to cable.
I knew where this was going, you cocksucker.
So the old thing was cutting the cord, right? Cutting cable. Dave maybe will be cutting the cord. We'll see what happens.
Knock on wood,
if
baby.
if MLB starts adding more capability for Yanks games for Dave here. But the new thing now is cutting subscriptions. Because 36% of people responded to a CNBC survey saying that they're canceling a subscription this year, both in the U.S. and across the board in the U.K. Like people are they're kind of getting subscription overload.
There's a lot. There's a lot out there for sure.
Everything's being subscribed to. Like anything that you can think of almost has a like Taco Bell.
I
had a
was just gonna say
subscription,
Taco
didn't they,
Bell's
bro?
got a fucking subscription,
yeah,
man.
everything has a fucking like. I could definitely see it getting out of control. Like I do my best to like limit my subscriptions and sort of monitor them, and what I'm not using, I don't always follow up on and cancel, but like I do my best to try and make sure like what I'm paying for, I either am using or I go out of my way to use and make sure I'm at least getting some money's worth out of it. Otherwise, I feel like a dick.
Sure.
Just spending money.
I
That's just like
definitely
throwing money
subscribe to
away.
way too much shit. There was like some drinking card game that we were playing at the lake, and there was like, count up your subscriptions. Whoever has the most has to
and you
drink
killed
so
it.
many times. I was like, I think I ran out of fingers. I was counting shit. I was like, holy shit, I really. And these are just like streaming services that I fucking pay for. And I counted so many. I was like, God damn, there's no way I watch all of these, do I? Like, there's definitely ones. I think we mentioned it on the show before a couple of times where it's just like, there's some streaming subscriptions that I'm on that I could probably cancel. Like, I should only subscribe for like a month at a time type shit. Like, I forget that's a thing you can do. That's the whole point of a subscription is you can jump on and off, and all you do is lose access. But it gives you the ability to watch what you want and then quit and then stop, what
Sure.
you don't need it. I could probably do that with at least like 2 or 3. But then there's just so many more that I have that I'm like, can I really cut that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
When you cut it, you would want it. You'd find some reason to go back to it, and you'd be like, fuck, why did I do that? And like, if I do have something that I barely use, that's why I hold on to it, because I know like if I get rid of it, like Hulu, I can find anything on Hulu on the internet if I really wanted to watch it, but like the convenience and just knowing that I can hop on there
Hulu.
for FX, dude,
I
and
couldn't
like
cancel Hulu.
some originals like Handmaids and shit, and like their docs have been stepping it up lately too. Like I always
don't go
find some
through it.
reason.
Do you
I
remember
find
when
some
Hulu
reason
was
to
fucking
stay.
free? Like you would watch Hulu on the internet. Like
I
you
do
had to
remember
watch
that,
it in the browser.
Yeah.
But it was
I don't
fucking
remember
like
that now.
that's
I don't think
that's
was
how I
on that
found out
early.
about Hulu was when I worked at the fruit stand back in the day, and I went into the break room and people were watching TV on their break, and they would be watching a whole fucking. I was like, no commercials, no nothing. I think maybe a commercial played before and at the end, but no commercials in the breaks, nothing. Just straight up TV episodes.
The second
for
they
free.
get some traction, and they start charging for that. motherfucker.
Yeah. As soon as the app
why
came
not?
out, that's when they started charging. Then they came out with the fucking non-commercial supported version.
And it was all over
And it
them.
was over at that point. But I fucking love Hulu. I watch Hulu.
We have a
probably
shit ton,
every day.
yeah, and I don't watch Hulu that often, honestly.
Of all
I
the streaming
probably-
services, like that's my least watch.
That's how I watch
I
Bones.
probably
And I watch
Yeah,
that shit
God
every night.
forbid you need that
do
bones.
I pay I believe I pay for Hulu, but I have enough that I don't pay for, and I just have the like the login.
That's how I justify
somebody,
some
yeah.
of them. I'm like, oh, I don't pay for HBO, so I'll just keep my Hulu. Like, and HBO is expensive, dude. Like, it's not
That's
the
15.
cheapest subscription service. Yeah, and
Right.
Hulu's like, I think they charge like it went up recently, like $6.99 or something. Like, it's not insane. I pay for the.
I'm in the
I have
Disney
the
bundle.
commercials. Oh,
Yeah, I'm in the Disney
Nice.
the Disney bundle too. That's why I took on Hulu.
And I got the no commercials Hulu.
sure.
just 20 bills a month.
I don't have that. I don't have
I
the no
think
commercials.
altogether it's right around 20, yeah. Because it's like
Mm.
$12 for the Hulu no commercials. That's the
Mm-hmm.
one that I have to subscribe directly through Hulu, and then they discount the other amounts, or I get like a credit or something for the other ones that I pay for. I can't remember how it all
Honestly,
worked out. I had to do it.
If I really wanted to like cut it off, I think I can. I have a connect for the Hulu login too.
Nice.
But they're starting
There
to
you
cut. They're starting to really crack down on that shit
and
too.
that's another thing you gotta start worrying about,
Right.
right?
Yeah, they're starting
Eventually,
to talk about
yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
Eventually, right?
Eventually.
But
So
I
far,
don't know.
Netflix is the one starting it, and Netflix. Speaking of, because of this, Netflix actually just announced that they're looking at coming out with a cheaper ad-supported version of Netflix.
Yeah,
Can't do
Yeah,
that
they
now.
are.
It's too late for that.
Fuck that. I don't want.
I mean, I'm good. I can't. Yeah, that was
No.
one of the main
As a matter
draws
of
of
fact,
Netflix.
I'm
It
probably
was like
gonna-
a HBO. Now you're gonna throw
Yeah.
commercials? That'd be weird.
That's dirty.
I'm probably gonna cancel it for sure, like within the next day or so. But I'm not even talking about
Netflix?
a script. No.
Oh.
Don't talk
About to
crazy.
say.
Yo, he got,
talk
he
crazy.
got
You know,
wild
Ozark
for a
coming out in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shit, that's
no,
right.
no. That Netflix is honestly the one that I can't cancel because that is what my kids go to for their shit. That is the
YouTube
go-to.
premium you're gonna cancel.
That is go. No. I was gonna say that I even like.
PBS, you're
I
gonna
don't
cancel
for,
Masterpiece.
No, not even. No. For whatever reason, I got into like little fucking games on my phone, and in order to because there are so many fucking ads on there, I think I paid like $2.99 for a specific game that I just been on. Like, and I'm gonna
Like
cancel that. I just started
$2.99
it.
a month,
A month.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is
For
it
a
Apple
ga-
Arcade? What are you
I'm-
paying?
no,
for?
and it's not even
bro.
Apple Arcade.
Apple
It's
Arcade
just a
is only like
game.
$5 a month. You're
Right.
paying
I
three
mean,
for
it's just-
one game.
Yeah, no, I'm canceling it, but I'm just saying, like,
That's wild.
I-
I mean,
and-
it's
and this is a
whatever.
random-
It's enjoyment though. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
if
yeah,
it
yeah.
You're
feels
having
something-
fun.
but the
If it
games,
fulfills.
like when you start playing these games on these fucking phones, literally now it is fucking ad after ad. You'll get through like
Yeah.
one level, and you got to deal with a 30-second ad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go through another level and you die real quick, and you got to go through another fucking ad.
I've been playing a game like that on my phone, and I bought. They said they had a thing pop up that any purchase, if you bought anything within the game, the ads go away. So I
cool.
bought like something for 99 cents, just like some premium currency, whatever the lowest one they had was, just to get that from stop happening. And it was honestly, it was the best 99 cents I've ever spent.
Yeah. But I don't really get into these fucking games that often, so I feel like I paid the $2.99, and then that's what I do too. Is I go through my Apple, because everything is connected to my Apple ID. So I go through my Apple ID subscriptions, and I go through. Oh, I don't need that.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need that.
Yeah,
Fucking
those are good.
unsubscribe.
That's nice. It makes it nice and easy to
yeah.
have it in a central
It was
place
nice
like
when
that.
they added that.
Yeah,
For sure.
like fuck, man. There's just so much.
And
trying
I'm
to
in the
get you from
family,
every
so I'd be
They
going
fuck
through
you.
the family
They fucking-
subscriptions too, because you know, wifey sometimes be subscribing to shit. I'm like, yo,
Smart.
you know, you subscribe to this video editing app.
That you haven't used in 3 years.
Word.
Yeah.
Kind of like how I was subscribed to StreamYard for fucking a whole
Yeah.
year, and we only went
That's what I was
live
thinking
once.
about. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
yeah, we
the
were going live.
WandaVisions.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Now I canceled that one on Monday.
Sure.
Smart.
All right. So, do you have any other news?
That was the news for
Yeah.
today.
Hollywood.
Hollywood.
How do we not have a Hollywood shirt?
That's
true. We'll get one- we'll get one soon.
I like that.
All right. So, all right. I think the biggest news that had to come out from this past week, and we have to honor the man, is just say rest in peace to Gilbert Gottfried. He passed away at the age of he was young. It was like
He was not that
67,
old.
67.
67.
Not,
Still,
Yeah.
that's not.
yeah. And since then, his cause of death has been revealed. It was a rare genetic muscle disease that affects the heart.
Damn.
Damn.
But his family put out a statement stating that he passed away. So, you know, rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried. Everyone knows that voice is the world famous voice, man. You know, from Aladdin, he played the parrot in Aladdin.
Zazu.
He was,
Yeah, Zazu.
Oh, is it Zazu or Yago?
Iago.
Where's that?
Iago. Zazu is
Oh
from,
yeah.
What's
Lion King.
Zazu?
Zazu
Oh,
is
Zazu
Rowan
was in
Atkinson.
That's
Yeah,
right, that's
yeah. But yeah, no, rest in peace, man. Rest in peace for sure.
Affleck.
Lost a legend.
Affleck,
That's
yeah.
true. Affleck, yeah. He
He's
did a lot.
the principal in Problem Child 2.
That's true.
That's always where I remembered him from.
Yep.
That was one of the first times
That
I
was
saw
the big.
him as
That
a
was one of
kid.
the first times I remember seeing him as an actor, and not like in commercials or comedy, but like
Yeah,
in a
true.
movie. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Problem Child. Wow, I forgot about that.
Those were fire ass
Those were
movies,
good
dude.
movies,
Yeah,
man,
Problem
yeah.
Child movies were very nostalgic for me too.
They're probably horrible if you watch them right now.
There's a young Michael Richards pre-Seinfeld was in, I think, the first Problem Child movie.
Yeah.
He was it was a very small
He was
role.
the one
but
that
like
it was the
snatched him up
kidnapper.
from
Yeah, he was the kidnapper.
yeah.
Remember Christopher Lloyd was the bad guy in
Dennis the Menace.
Dennis the Menace?
Hell yeah, dude, that's a very memorable bad guy for sure.
For sure.
That stuck with me still to this day. The teeth and him eating the apple off the knife. He doesn't fuck around.
Yep.
Scary.
Just enjoying the sun. You stopped to give me the breeze.
Stop and give me the breeze. Yeah, dude, those teeth, bro. I can't get those teeth out of my head. It's so gross. Eating the beans.
Well, he
eating
did
the
not.
beans. Yeah.
Oh man. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, he
Gilbert
passed
Gottfried.
away. Gilbert Gottfried.
67.
Also, I wasn't sure if you mentioned it's not really Hollywooo, but us growing up, man. Also, rest in peace to DJ K Slay.
DJ K Slay.
K
Drama
Slay
King.
from around the way.
COVID, right? He died from COVID. He was
Yeah.
fighting
He did.
for a
Yeah, he
while.
was fighting COVID for months.
It's wild to see these people dying from COVID just because it feels like we've known everybody that's gotten COVID and they're down for a few days and then they're up.
Sure.
And then you have these random people that just can't fight it or, whatever. They have a weird
Affects the body differently.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's different strands.
just
like,
can't take it for granted
strains.
though. Like that's why I'm still about to wear a mask on the plane, dog. Like I'm not going to fuck around.
So rest in peace to DJ K Slay.
K Slay.
So apparently there's a fan out there. Actually, let me ask you this. How many times before when you watch a movie where you're just like, yo, I'm done. I can't see that movie anymore. Depending on how much you like it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. For sure. I mean, it could be one viewing, it could be a half a viewing with some movies.
How about a couple hundred?
Oh, I don't think I've watched any movie
Within
a
a
couple
year.
hundred times. Definitely not within a year.
Right?
Yeah, no.
Right?
That's
No. Yeah.
comprehensible.
So apparently there's a fan that set the world record, the Guinness World Record for watching the movie Spider-Man No Way Home in theater 292 times. He spent like
That's a lot of
more
bread,
than-
yeah.
He spent more than 3 G's to break this record and to watch this movie
Why?
in
Damn.
theater.
What do you get out of that?
I don't know.
It's got to be just
His name in a book.
an
in the Guinness-
arrogance type.
How
World
long
record.
could that possibly last?
I mean, who's going to break it?
Someone's
Honestly, like, I
gonna set
can't-
out to break it, and he just has to watch it one more time.
It's still a lot of times. That's how long was it? It was like 2.5, 3 hours,
Yeah,
bro.
almost
That's-
3 hours. Yeah.
How much time of his life has he wasted? Not that I spend my time much better, but at least it's not on the same movie 292 times. Like, I'll
Right.
rewatch it. You guys know I
Yeah,
love to
yeah.
rewatch it, but that's excessive even for me, dude.
That's the equivalent of him watching fucking King and Queens.
I mean, I've probably spent the equivalent hours watching King of Queens. Yeah, for sure, without a doubt. And I'm still going. Like, I'm not done watching King of Queens. You say like that's a thing
but
of
at
the
least
past.
it's multiple episodes, right?
Bro,
it
it's-
breaks it up.
Yeah, for sure. And like I know, and the funny thing is, like, I got Ash into watching King of Queens, and now when an episode comes on, she knows which episode it is. She's like, "Oh, this is the one where they blah blah blah." And, like, she'll recite the plot. So like, she's in it now too, and like it's become almost like a background comfort thing. Like when 11 o'clock hits on a weekday, it's
How
going
do you
on.
watch
Whatever
King
is
of
it?
Queens?
What?
How,
It's on TV Land.
how do you watch King of
King of
Queens?
Queens.
Is that Swahili? I don't know what you're saying, Johnny. No, it's on TV Land every night from like 11
So
till
you
3 in the
literally
morning.
watch it at scheduled.
I put it on, yeah. Like it's like
Okay.
if we're watching something and whenever it ends, I know that if it's after 11 o'clock, I can just throw it on TV Land because we go to bed.
You want to
soon
watch
after
something that
anyway,
you're not
but, like,
invested
Yeah,
in.
yeah,
right, because like
Okay.
we're talking and we have a snack or something and just shoot the shit. But like King of Queens is on and we'll look up. We're in our phones, like we're not actively taking notes on it or anything. But
Right.
like it's just it's a comfort background thing. And I think I'm gonna go see Kevin James in the fall. He's gonna be at the Kodak Theater.
Nice.
So I don't know if you guys want to go. We can all do like a
I'll be down for that.
Doug Heffernan night.
Yeah, I'll be down for that.
Word.
I fuck
You
with
coming
Kevin
to the
James.
ride?
He is, yeah.
Wow.
Did you hear? I I know you're not the biggest fan of Bert Kreischer, but he is actually coming to Frontier Field.
And I thought about going, honestly.
Holy shit.
Well,
it's a tour. Like there's that
So-
Dave Attell's gonna be there. Like there was
okay.
a bunch of different comedians, but like I looked up the ticket prices and they were pretty, like I was gonna go honestly until I saw the ticket prices and saw that Kevin James was gonna be here in the fall. I was like, no, I'll just
well,
wait till the
I like
fall.
Joey Diaz too. He's gonna be on there.
Joey Diaz is funny.
But anyway, I was listening to an episode of Two Bears, One Cave, and we know Tom came here.
Yeah.
Tom Segura. And afterward, we were talking about how he went to a restaurant here. And so on Two Bears in One Cave, he was talking about, I guess Bert asked him like about chefs. Like, he's like, you ever had like an amazing experience with a chef? And that caused Tom to bring up Rochester.
No shit.
Really?
They made fun of it too, because he was like, Bert Kreischer was like, he was like, Rochester kind of looks like Siberia.
I could see that. It feels like it sometimes too.
Right. No, not Siberia, Serbia.
Same.
And yeah. So they made fun of it. And then when they finally got back to the conversation, because he was putting them on, he was like, yo, Rochester's an interesting city, and like Kodak, all that shit. But then they got back to talking about food. And then Bert was like, oh man, like, damn, I really want to go there. Like, oh shit, is it on my tour? And they found out it wasn't on the tour. So, and then after I heard that episode, like a week later, they dropped the information. I saw that he was oh shit, he's coming to Frontier Field. So it was kind of cool that it was Tom
dope.
Segura that was just like, yo, they have some dope ass fucking restaurants. Like you wouldn't even imagine it. Like you wouldn't even think about
how
that.
How is Kreischer not all about garbage plates? Like if
Right?
he wasn't, he will be once he gets here.
Yeah.
And fucking, dude, that's got him written all over it.
It does.
for sure.
It does. It does.
You think he invented them, honestly? Like that would track, in my
I would
opinion,
think, yeah.
bro. Like, okay,
When I think of garbage plates, I will forever not
I think of Bert Kreischer.
Yeah, exactly. And he's been here a couple of times.
He has.
I know a few people that I've seen. But I was thinking about it. I'm just not sure if I like his actual comedy. But I'm sure anything live is going to be great.
yeah, you'll have a good
Anything
time.
live's fun.
Like I said, David Tell will be there regardless, so
Sure.
it'll be funny.
All right,
he's fucking good.
Yes.
they're making movies about anything, and apparently any fucking actor is any big actor is down for it. So apparently Jason Momoa is set to star in a Minecraft live action movie at Warner Brothers. Like, what the fuck? Like, how can you, first of all, how can you make a Minecraft live action movie? Are you just gonna ignore the fact that everything is like fake ass 8-bit?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck
They
is it
said the
going to be
same
about?
thing about Sonic, though. Sonic was like, well,
No,
that was
but
16-bit.
I mean-
That was at least a 16-bit.
There was
segregation,
some,
right?
like, Minecraft is about building shit.
Blocks, yeah.
And they like, it's no longer a limiting factor the way the Sonic, it was a limiting factor of the technology at the time, that the reason why it was 16-bit.
And they've come out with Sonic newer versions.
Yes,
But
exactly.
it's still,
Sonic,
it's
that's
still don't
3D.
they all still look shitty though? Like the old Sonic?
No,
like,
they
none
just
of them
look like fucking
Sonic
regular
on
video
fucking-
games. They don't look all blockish like fucking
Yeah.
Minecraft.
Yeah. But I mean, I think it's going to be like Battleship. Like how it was so loosely based on the plot of like Battleship fights where like it doesn't even really
I guess.
Yes, but a
look like 'cause, I mean,
Minecraft movie.
I thought the same thing about Battleship, dude. I was like, oh, what the fuck? And that was a shitty ass movie. I'm not
It
like
was. It was
defending
just
Like,
a
I was
naval movie.
Right. It was just, exactly.
It was
It was
fun.
just a naval movie. I don't really remember it that well. You liked it?
I just
I
remember.
don't remember it. I just remember it,
But he hated Moonfall. Battleship was fun, but Moonfall can go fuck itself.
Yeah,
You
I mean,
Basically.
legit, legit.
You didn't even see Moonfall,
I
did you?
haven't yet. No, not
That's
yet.
tight.
But it's on my list.
tight.
I am gonna watch it. I remember with Battleship. I remember it being just better than what I assumed it to be.
It was
Because
Liam
it
Neeson,
was
right?
based
Liam Neeson was in
on-
it too.
I
right?
can't even. I remember
was.
Rihanna was in it.
Liam Neeson and
all I
Alexander
really
Skarsgård.
Rihanna, you see, I don't remember none of
just-
that. I don't remember.
All I remember is Rihanna.
I didn't even
was in
remember
it.
Liam Neeson was in it.
No,
And I think
no,
he's the
Liam Neeson
main
was like
guy.
the captain, bro.
Isn't
He was the
Tyrese in
captain.
it too, or
Me
some
either.
shit?
You're thinking of
Tyrese is in
Transformers
everything.
I don't know.
and Fast and the
I
Furious.
don't remember anything about the movie. I just remember watching it and being like, that was fun. I'm pretty sure it was probably also a drinking game movie. So it was like, it was fun. Like, it wasn't anything to take serious. I'm not gonna try to grade it on its cinematic quality. It's
And I
not
don't
up
think you'll
for
do that
any
with Minecraft
awards
either.
No, exactly. Any like 99% of all these video game shows and movies are just whatever. Although I did start watching Arcane last night, which the only reason that I even mention it is that I guess it's based on a video game in some way, because I think it's League of Legends, but I don't know anything about League of Legends.
That's on Netflix, right? Arcane.
I don't even know like what the video game League of Legends is like. Like what do you do? I don't even know if it's a first-person shooter, a third-person shooter,
It's a
top-down
top-down. It's a
RPG. I don't.
That's
Is that what it is?
No, it's a top down, yeah.
Yeah,
And there's
never,
lanes. There's different lanes. That's all I hear people say, lanes. And I never.
I
got
just
into
found out the other day that Rocket League was like a fucking a pit thing with people that racing and like a Robot Wars basically.
No, Rocket League is soccer.
It's like
with
soccer
cars.
with cars.
Yeah,
like a Robot Wars type shit.
Yeah, sort of.
Yeah, I've never played. I've been so far removed from games.
I'm so confused about all of that stuff. I'm so old.
Sad.
We sound. I was gonna say we sound like a bunch of old men, like these kids and their Nintendos. Shake my fist at them.
Oh
so
man,
yeah.
damn,
Anyways,
Liam Neeson
I
was in
can't
that
get
shit.
why fucking Minecraft movie, but okay.
No, so going back to
Make your money, young blood. Make your money.
Jesse Plemons. I see. There's a decent
Alexander
cast there.
Yeah.
Alexander Skarsgård, son of Stellan Skarsgård.
Which one is Alexander?
He was the dude from True Blood. If you watched
Oh,
True Blood,
okay,
he's the dude from the Northman.
Okay, yeah.
Which looks dope, by the way. The Northman. I don't know if that's come out. Yeah, Eric from True Blood. Yeah.
Eric Northman. Jeez. 2012. It's been almost 10 years. Oh no, it has been 10 years since this movie came out. It could stay in the past. I don't know. These fucking video game. I don't know. I won't watch it, but obviously I am not the
Target audience.
I'm not the target audience of that. Minecraft is probably going to be a kids movie. It's going to be some Disney The Rock shit.
Yeah.
The Rock type shit and whatever, man. Kids will fucking love this shit.
Jungle Cruise style. It'll just be some bullshit.
Right. So we can talk about it now. So apparently, remember yesterday, from the day of this recording, they dropped the Thor Love and Thunder teaser. And it broke.
And by teaser, it seemed more like an actual trailer, didn't it?
Well, it just didn't give a lot of the plot. That's
Yeah.
why it's a teaser. It didn't give any of the plot.
It was
away.
long, but you don't have no idea what the fuck the movie's about.
I feel like in my mind, though, when I think of a teaser, like we've talked about this, where it's just like the title and some music, and it's like it's coming soon. Like that's a teaser, bro. Like this is like a mini trailer. It's not the full theater release trailer, but like
teasing the movie because you don't know what the movie's about.
Yeah, you don't know what shit is about.
I see characters, I can see settings.
Yeah.
Like I have
You're
more
being
of an
teased.
idea than.
I mean,
I don't
it
think
gives
so,
you
and that's where
enough
we could talk
for
about it.
fucking new rock stars to make a fucking breakdown, which spoiler alert, they just dropped. So
It's like you're hanging out with a chick and she blows you.
you
You
still-
didn't get teased, but you didn't have sex either. Like
Yeah, I
you're
mean,
doing all right when you leave.
you
there.
stuck the tip in. It's a tip. They should
yeah.
start calling
And
it a
that's
tip.
Still a tease.
This is just the tip. This
Yeah.
is
This
just
is
the
just
tip.
a tip.
All right. So either way, this just a tip teaser trailer.
Teaser trailer. I like that. Let's roll with that.
Yeah, it's a teaser trailer. That's what they call it.
Shut up.
It's a teaser
Shut up.
trailer.
Shut up. Stop making sense. Keep going.
It pulled in 209 million views on the first 24 hours.
which you think would be at the top, but it was only number 5 as far as like
Crazy.
Marvel and Avengers movies, like Spider-Man. There was a whole bunch of movies that had way more trailer views by like 100 million than that.
Within
like I thought
the 24
within the
hours?
24 hours. Yeah,
24
I
hours?
saw
Wow.
an Instagram post where it had them literally named out 1 through 5, and that was the very last one.
And that's the
Interesting.
yo. I am. I had no idea what this is about. Still, really don't have any idea other than we know we get to see Thor lose that weight because he was doing the chain.
Apparently,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
controversy. I don't know if you know.
Is it?
Yeah, you know.
Why is that controversy?
It's just they brought this controversy up last time. You know, just the
whatever.
fact of
With the
you
fat
know,
Thor.
fat Thor, and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe they're making Thor fat again." And now he's got
Are
to
they
lose
really
weight
saying-
to be cool.
Right. To be
No, they have
accepted.
to explain. They have to explain the fact that he went through some shit. He gained weight, and now he decided to fucking lose weight. You don't have to fucking really go too deep about that shit. Like, he was fat, and now we're explaining why he's not fat anymore. Like,
It's not like he's taking a potion. He was
Yeah.
working out like a
Now
normal
he has
person
to-
should if they want to
now
lose
he
weight.
has to
Like,
be
it's
fat.
not unrealistic.
Now he has to be fat the entire movie.
He can never be
in order
skinny
to
again.
please. Yeah.
We never want to see a skinny Thor. Make him fat.
Same shit.
He's
I was
fat.
having a discussion with some random dude on Facebook who was just like, "Yeah, we're never getting Professor Hulk again because it wasn't a fan favorite and blah blah blah. Like, we're never gonna see that again. Thank God that abomination." And then I posted a picture of the She-Hulk commercial that showed fucking Professor Hulk standing there.
Got him. What did that
Yeah,
bitch say?
I'm
What
like-
did that fat bitch say?
All I really said was, I was like, yeah, except this fucking picture exists for the She-Hulk.
Did he respond?
Yeah, he was just like, oh, I'm sure. I think that they're gonna in She-Hulk they're gonna explain, or he's gonna go through a conversion where he's gonna go back to the regular Hulk. I'm just like, all right, well,
Okay,
whatever.
good,
Like,
good.
sure. Which I do possibly think is true because I know that it's rumored that we're getting a World War Hulk movie eventually at some point. And
Really?
World War Hulk,
I thought we did.
it
World
wouldn't
War
be able.
Hulk.
No, we did Planet Hulk in Ragnarok. It took elements
You're right.
of Planet Hulk. But at least with that, like if it is World War Hulk, we know that it can't be fucking Professor Hulk. So that it might do that. But I was just like, oh, we're never gonna see him again.
Got
Actually,
him.
there's this little picture right here from the trailer that says otherwise.
Wish I could have
Anyway.
seen that. Wish I could have been there for that. That seems like it'd make me happy.
Anyway, that trailer seemed dope. We got to see. I think that little snippet of what's her name as Mighty Hulk. Mighty Thor.
yeah.
Mighty-
Yeah, Mighty Thor.
Princess
it-
Amidala.
Yeah, I thought I Natalie Portman.
Natalie
sure.
Portman, yeah.
I thought that it was possibly like some multiverse shit the way he looked at it, but a big observation, and that is the fact that Mjolnir looked like it was pieced together. 'Cause when they destroyed it, it's all like cut up, and it looks like it was all put back together. So yeah.
Didn't what's her face crumble it? Was that?
Yeah, his
Got
sister.
broke? Hella,
Yeah,
Hella just fucking.
Yep, she grabbed it and smashed it.
Interesting. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Which
to
another-
learn more.
Another thing that I didn't really think of when Cap went back in Endgame to put all of the stones back to where he got them from, he had to have taken Mjolnir too. Right?
Why?
Why is
Because-
that?
There was a stone.
No,
have a
because
stone in
fucking Hulk, when he went back to grab the stone, he took Mjolnir. He was like, after he talked to his mother before he left, he was just like, hold on, and then Rocket Raccoon was looking at him like, what?
That's right.
And he was like, it takes a second.
It was coming. Yeah, it took
yeah,
a
and then it came, and then he
comedically
brought
long
that
time.
with him because Mjolnir was destroyed by Hela.
Right. So you're saying he had
In
to
the
take it
previous
back?
movie. Possibly, yeah, because
No.
wouldn't that fuck up the timeline?
Maybe, but Do you think they really care that much?
About Mjolnir.
Maybe
No,
not. Maybe
do
not.
they care that much about the timeline? They're fucked up.
I just never thought about it.
The
I just
timeline.
never thought about
There's
like
whole
he would have to put them
year
back
differences because of Spider-Man.
Yeah, because
the
it came
first
out
one, the
before
Homecoming.
Doctor. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Where
I thought you were
Homecoming, there
talking
was
about-
like a bunch of timeline, like the difference between Homecoming and Far From Home. There was like some weird timeline shit. They where there's like, wait a minute, if he's that age now, then there's like 3 years missing or some shit. They fucked up a little bit with the timelines. I don't think they care that
everyone
much
gives
about
them a pass.
Mjolnir. Yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. It just wasn't something, obviously, that nobody really cared about, and it probably would never be talked about. But I just thought, like, oh, shit, wait, he did take Mjolnir. And he would have had to have set that.
You're right.
He would have had to have taken that back. And the reason for it was someone was just like, I really want a Disney Plus show
But I'm
showing
pretty sure like Thor
Cap
fucking
going back and putting everything
That would be
back.
dope.
And
Yeah, that
mentioned
would be dope.
and mentioned
They
putting
mentioned
like
Mjolnir?
taking Mjolnir.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the dude mentioned
that-
like taking Mjolnir back. Yeah.
I just feel like I'm pretty sure Thor got on the plane with the Guardians of the Galaxy with Mjolnir before.
Cap wasn't
back.
holding Mjolnir.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Cap
saying.
wasn't holding Mjolnir at that point.
Yeah, so.
But
I
that
don't
could
know.
also be
Anyways.
thrown into any. Yeah, it could still come back like, oh shit,
Yeah.
and just be thrown into plot line. Anyway, last thing that I have is apparently Amazon Studios is eyeing to hire Red Notice. Red Notice's director. Remember Red Notice from Netflix, the movie starring Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yeah. Red Notice.
The Rock and shit.
Yep. Gal Gadot.
Yep, Gal Gadot. They're looking for they're eyeing the director of Red Notice to direct Voltron, a live action movie,
Voltron,
which has not been done.
I don't. Yeah, I was gonna say I can't recall live action.
They've been talking
Voltron.
about making a Voltron for quite some time, but it hasn't been done.
Amazon, right? You said.
Yep, Amazon Studios, which with them, those movies
Hit or miss.
they're watchable,
Right.
but yeah, I don't know how dope that would be.
Like even that Michael B. Jordan one. Was
Which
just
one?
Like what was the most recent one where he was like special forces?
Oh
or some shit?
yeah. No, that was cool. That was
No,
cool.
like
What
I'm
was
saying,
the
it
Chris
was
Pratt one
alright.
too? We were watching.
The Tomorrow War.
Yeah,
Yeah, where he was like
where
going in
I was
the
just
future,
like,
the
the
past.
Was that
effects
Amazon?
for me.
Or
That
that
was
was
Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, no, that was Amazon.
That was Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, I feel like their productions like it
that's
was
what
it was
Voltron's
a
gonna be
decent
like.
movie.
That's what I feel
It was
like.
a decent
It's gonna
movie,
be
but
like
their
that.
the CGI was just like it was questionable.
Like CW.
Why do you keep
CW
on bringing
plus.
fucking CW, bro?
CW
Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't quite CW. No, it was because like it was. I don't remember. I feel like my stance was like it wasn't that bad. Like I feel like I
Yeah,
fucked with it.
I
and
was
it
the
was
one that was
decent.
like,
You were the one that was just hating.
It threw me off. It definitely, the CGI was bad enough where it threw me off, and y'all were like, "What are you talking about?" It's pretty.
Yeah,
it's
I
pretty
think
good.
honestly, maybe it might be your TV settings because I'll tell you what. I
Halo.
watched the first episode of Halo on my TV settings and on my main TV, and then I was like, "This shit is kind of ass. I'm not even fucking with the graphics or anything." And then I saw it again. I just happened to rewatch the first episode, the pilot episode again with my brother-in-law because he didn't have Paramount. So I was like, oh yeah, let's watch it. And then I saw it on a whole different TV, and it had these different settings that were way like I'm gonna say darker. And when I watched it there, I was like, holy shit, this show looks really good. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then I came home and I changed my settings on my TV, and I've been watching the rest of the series, and I've been very like happy with it. Like I haven't felt like, but I do remember watching the Tomorrow War and feeling similarly that it was like, and these graphics are all right, but they're not great. So I'm wondering if it was like the settings on my TV that just made a lot of the dark areas were more grayish. That's the best, the most thing that I've noticed is especially like the top and bottoms. Like now I look at my TV and I'm like, wow, that's a lot more black than I remember seeing. And it's actually made a lot of graphics and like shows like look way better now. So yeah, sure. I would check that out.
All right, yeah. Then I'll do that, and I guess I'll give it another rewatch because I didn't hate the movie, but the thing that threw me out of it was the CGI. I'm like, I wish this was.
Didn't you watch that CW DC show, like DC Heroes or some shit?
Titans.
Titans.
Yeah. My man watched Titans and he's hating on fucking Tomorrow War, dog. Come on.
What does that have to do with it?
I feel like they were both cheese dick. No?
I mean, I guess I expected a certain level of cheesiness from something like Titans.
Okay.
Because it wasn't
you were expecting
CW, and I thought the first season was good. Second season, that's when it really tanked for me. But the first season was actually good because I expected worse.
Okay. So your expectations were already low.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll do it. Yeah, that's huge actually. If your expectations are low, like that really can make a lot of difference.
Yeah, but it wasn't the effects or anything like that because it was like costumes look a little bit like it looked better than the CW costumes and shit like that. But then at some point the storyline just went very cheesy superhero TV show-ish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
CW.
That's why a lot of people were talking shit about even like Falcon Winter Soldier and like all these shows. A lot of people are haters of WandaVision. Even though, I mean, there are a lot of lovers of it, and I hear more hate for Falcon Winter Soldier, but I'm like, have you seen these other fucking superhero shows?
Yeah, I never got any
These
vibes
superhero
like
shows are trash, bro. Like there's really not a lot out there.
Anything outside of Disney Plus and like the Marvel series, I
Right.
feel like are just garbage. Like save your money, studios. Don't even bother because it's not going to be good.
And Moon Knight, by the way, without giving any spoilers, has been
been
dope.
great. Yeah, another top-notch Disney Plus series, which we've come to expect, and they've delivered time and time again.
I'm happy that we're getting to the original shit.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on with it. I have no idea about these characters.
There's no Easter. I mean, there might be some Easter eggs, but it's not anything crazy.
Yeah,
like there's nothing being tied into the new phase. Like we're not fucking going crazy with theories. Like it's nice to just watch some new shit and be like, damn, Oscar Isaac fucks.
You're right. The Flash star Ezra Miller reportedly arrested again.
Stop it. When is that from?
3 hours ago. Published.
Is that 11 or 12? He's got to be up to a bunch by now, bro. Come on.
My goodness.
He's been arrested once again in Hawaii.
Jesus.
Cancel Flashpoint at this point. Like I don't even care. Just fuck off.
I'm trying to see.
What did he do this time?
This is breaking, so I'm trying to see once again in a new report with Hawaii News Now. Miller was arrested by police on Hawaii Island Tuesday morning. Added Miller was arrested due to a complaint of second-degree assault. Let me see. Miller had caused attention after being asked to leave a get-together at a private residence in Lower Puna. It led to the actor throwing a chair that led to a 26-year-old woman getting hurt on the forehead, leaving an approximate half-inch cut.
Oh, please let Ezra Miller hurt me. Let me get that bread. Let me get that bag.
Oh, man.
Heaven.
Yeah, so
if I ever see him, I'm going to start singing. I'm singing Lady Gaga without a doubt. And just in hopes that he tries to fuck me up.
Still spazzing, man. Oh, man. Yeah, post-production is already in or en route for the Flash movie, which got its... We know it got the November 4th release date pushed back to June 23rd, 2023. I think they pushed it back so fucking far that they just want the shit to pass by, bro. Like they don't
have Ezra go through treatment.
June of 23. Who will care about this Flash movie by then?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Snyderverse, where's the continuity?
Apparently,
like
it doesn't
nobody
fucking
should just
matter
drop
anymore.
it straight to HBO.
Oof.
They should.
Put Put it on the CW. That's what he deserves.
Oh my God. What is with you in the fucking CW?
That's what Ezra deserves.
Oh man.
That would be a punishment, I think.
Yeah, but that's not what Michael Keaton deserves.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Just put Michael Keaton's part on HBO.
or
you got to switch back and forth.
Or Ben Affleck. He doesn't deserve.
No, I don't give a shit about him.
I don't give a shit about him either, but he doesn't deserve CW.
That's fair. Nobody but Ezra deserves CW.
He's the only one. Oh man, he should be hired as the new CW Flash. Anyway, all right, guys, man. Do you have anything to add to this stellar conversation?
Nah, brother.
I do not know. I think
well, you know what that means. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the show. If you made it this far, that means you really fuck with us. So that means we fuck with you. We will remind you again to rate, review, and subscribe on your favorite app. So if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts right now, stop what you're doing and give us a little rating. Give us a review. Let us know how much you like this show. Give us that 5-star rating. Also, if you're listening on Spotify, also you can tap that little star. Give us a 5-star rating there. And if you are on YouTube, you say, yo, man, these guys are doing great. Well, what the fuck they have? Remember to hit that little like button and tell us how much you love us in the comments, all right? Of course, if you want to rep the pod out in the street, insensitivemerch.com.
Sensitive merch.
Cop some gear and stay drippy with Drippy. We have a couple of new things. Yeah, we have some new drip out there. The Blockbuster membership, the Insensitive Cult membership tees are out there. And the Virgin Hub.
Hub.
Yeah, Virgin Hub tees dedicated to that asshole called us Virgin
titties.
For liking titties. So,
we got New Moon Night coming out.
New Moon Night's coming out too. Yep, that's right. Got a New Moon Night t-shirt coming out, so cop that. Also, remember that if you like some political nerdy shit, hit up our friends at Critical Mass and check out their show. Hit them up on IG. Follow all their shit if you like. Other than that, peace. We love you.
Peace.